me in the back. Beginning of the tennis season, I asked the kids 3 things that I wanted them to do. First thing I asked them was to be responsible. Always be responsible. For the majority of the kids, the majority of the time, they were very responsible. Second thing I asked them was to always have a lot of integrity. Because on a tennis court, that's all you're going to be remembered by, is the integrity that you show your opponent and the integrity that you have in yourself. They did that outstanding. The third thing I asked them, I think Mr. Revidu sort of talked about that earlier, was that every time you go out there to play tennis or whatever it is, that you be better today than you were yesterday. And that tomorrow, you strive to be better than you were today. And if you do those 3 things, whether you're playing tennis or just living your life, you will always be a success. And I think that your team, the boys team, the girls team, you're going to see do those 3 things outstanding. And now here's the boys tennis team.
Boys tennis team, Matt Ogden, Jesse DeCoste, Corey Perry, Derek Hubert, Bailey Berger, John Kaye, Joey McCarthy, Jordan Manor, Charles Wilcox, Chance St. Germain, Antonio Garrison, Josh Coons, Lyndon Bombard, Josh McNeil, Jim Siskavich, Forrest Ryan, Nathan Ryan. Boys tennis team. The girls tennis team, please come forward. Again, the coach, that is the distribution.
There's 2 people I really have to thank from the bottom of my heart this year. This is Sarah Emanuele, who works at our school, volunteered to help us in the tennis team this spring, and Mr. Darren Roy, you knew him as Darren Roy, the #1 player last year, volunteered to help me with the tennis team. And when you've got about 40 kids out there on 6 courts, it really, really helps to have more than one adult out there to control things. And without those 2 people, the season wouldn't have gone as smoothly as it did. And I really, really appreciate their help. Also, the boys team and the girls team also won high academic average for the semester, for the season. That's an outstanding thing for have 2 teams that do that. Those 2 things I'd like to say. Now the girls.
The girls tennis team. Amanda Philly, Johnny Corbin, Denise King, Alyssa Belson, Danielle Morales, Rebecca Spinney, Adrian Reesley. Karina Preston. Kristen Watts. Courtney Yamalovich. Amanda Sorrell. Janet King. Nikki Trudeau. Amanda Wells. Jessica Minkler. Heather Taylor. Alyssa Barron. Danielle Pupo. Elizabeth Fiverson. Kimberly Siskevich.
The ladies on your team decided that since you're going to leave them, they want to present them with this plaque with all the girls' names on it and say, thank you very much.
With the modified softball player, please come forward, along with coach Wayne Wiggett.
First off, thanks to Mr. Coach Allen, Mr. Redwood, for all the help and everything when it comes to putting together a season. They play a very important role. Thank you very, very much to the girls. I had a fantastic time coaching these guys. It was a blast. I never coached softball before. Never worked with young ladies before, besides my daughter, who's very hard-headed and very difficult to work with students at this level. It was very interesting, challenging, and just a fantastic time. Special thanks to parents, all parents that traveled with us for away games and that came for home games, especially Mrs. Rabbit and Mrs. Brunel helped out with the book and scorekeeping. A big thank you to Mr. Magoon, Mr. Spinner, and Mr. Brunel. They were the eyes in the back of my head, being only one person working with the girls, having a lot of things going on at one time. Those three gentlemen really helped out with behind the scenes kind of things to let me know of certain calls that happened or things that were going on the bench that I didn't happen to see. So they were very, very helpful with everything that's going on. For the future, we have quite a few of these girls that will be leading us that were 8th graders. They will be very, very much missed. But I know that Mr. Courier, that coaches JV now, will be very excited for these ball players that he's going to get next year because these girls very, very much improved from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. And that's about all. I thank you very much, and I thank the girls very much.
Modified softball players. Brooke Burnell. Katie Hemingway. Allison Hull. Ashley Lord. Paige Magoo. Kara Perry. Taylor Remedy. Abigail Spinner. Lindsay Lewis. Sarah Burnett. Hannah Charette. Megan Jutton. Jordan Magoo. Taylor Sample. Kelsey Torres. Natasha Wilson. Holly Surratt. Melissa Humphrey. Modified softball.
Before I start, I gained TV 3 times again this year. I have to again thank my wife and daughter for putting up with all the time when I'm not at home. Thank you guys very, very much. JV softball. In the future, between the end of the varsity season and the end of our JV season, the future looks very, very bright for Bobcat softball. We finished the season at 6-4. I believe we won 5 of our last 6 games. We finished on a roll. Girls played hard every single day. Came to practice. They had a great time. Always had fun. Always laugh. Always a joke. But when it's time to get serious, they get serious. For the sophomores, we're moving on. Good luck this year. Who else is coming back? I want to thank the varsity girls and Coach Water for letting me take that ride with them at the end of the season.
The JV softball team, Chelsea Barco, Hillary Boyer, Deanna Brunel, Amanda Byron, Heather Byron, Emily Lashley, Jocelyn Gregory, Amanda Myers, Kristen Relation, Emily Snide, Sarah Trudeau, Katie Charlotte, Danielle McNeil, Stacy Siskavich, Kayla Supley, Amanda Corbin, JV softball team. Varsity softball player team come forward. Double coach Leslie Barr.
A statement that Mr. Gillette has been saying for years. He's been saying that we don't have a championship trophy to present, and quite won the Class C championship, and we got the best looking girls. And it's amazing. I just finished that statement. We had the best looking girls in the CJC and Class C championship.
The 2005 Northern Adirondack Bobcats varsity softball team ended their season with a bang. A small rumble was heard in the backfield of NAC on Thursday, May 26th. On this particular night, NAC scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th to upset star pitcher Kayla Wallenhurst and the Class B champions PHS Hornets. There was so much excitement that the umpires in the boys' varsity field said they had a hard time paying attention to the game. Later that evening, I was told there was a curious bear wandering around our field. Is that right, Mr. Andrews? The rumble got louder when NAC beat Oswego Valley 6-2 in the first round of the sectionals. Kim Drew was the winning pitcher. Stacy Saskavich and Elena Karofsky each had 3 hits, while Kristen Brunel drove in 3 runs. Next came the Class C sectional finals against 12-1 Ticonderoga. The rumble that afternoon was from the bats of Kristen Brunel and Jamie Milan LeClaire, each of whom had 3 hits and 5 RBIs. Kim Giroux pitched a wonderful game in some very sloppy pitching conditions. On to 18-2 St. Lawrence Central from Section 10. Another game where Kim Giroux pitched her heart out for the victory, and Kristen Brunel and Stacy Saskavich each had 3 hits. Kristen drove in the winning run in 6 innings to give the Bobcats the regional championship. On June 1st, we loaded across for a trip to New York State Final 8. We were to face an opponent that was 27-1 and had recently won 3 state championships. Again, Kim Giroux pitched her heart out. Kim only allowed 1 earned run in an 8-0 loss to now state champion Mechanicville. Kim had 9 strikeouts and only 2 walks. Girls, we came a little short on that day, but I really believe we could have beaten that team. Mechanicville won the championship 11-2. As a coach, it is always disappointing to lose the game, but to reflect back, I have to say that it was a great ride. I agree with Mr. Poirier. We are now Section 7 and 10 Class C champions. Something that hasn't happened in 15 years. I would like to say that I am proud of all of you for the determination you showed against teams like PHS, Ticonderoga, St. Lawrence, and even Mechanicville. I would also like to thank all of the parents and spectators who followed us all the way to Glens Falls. It was great to have your support. To the seniors, thanks for your commitment, and what a way to end your senior year as champions. How does that sound? I wish all of you the best of luck in the new world. Determination will be your key there also. I am looking forward to a good nucleus of girls returning next year, where we will try to make another run at sectional champion. Thank you.
Coach Revenue will be presenting the girls with plaques that read Varsity Softball 2005, Section 7 Class C Champions, State Quarterfinals. Varsity Softball players: Krista Shippey, Haley Trombley, Jamie Milan Leclerc. Kelsey Junton. Michelle Boyer. Jenna McNeil. Brady Minkler. Courtney Byler. Barbara Wolf. Kim Jura. Lauren Carter. Aaron Hemingway. Elena Crosby. Stacy Saskatchewan. Kristen Burnett. The Class C champions. Would the modified baseball team please come forward along with coach, trainers.
It has been a great honor and privilege to have coached these young men. Our record does not reflect the dedication and hard work that these young men perform on a daily basis. Success for me, and hopefully for these young men, is not measured by the number of wins or losses, but rather by the desire that these young men can take away, or the desire that these young men can take away from this season a better knowledge of what needs to be done to succeed, not only at baseball, but at every sport. And especially at modified, each and every day they're wondering if they're going to win or lose. And that shouldn't matter. It shouldn't really matter until varsity, as far as I'm concerned. These young men did a heck of a job. We never won a game, but they never quit. They always went out, they had fun, they made it an enjoyable season. I would like to extend a special thank you, not only to the players for making this a fun and enjoyable season, but also to the administration, parents, and bus drivers, who are the true driving force that allow these sports to continue. Again, thank you.
Modified baseball team, Jean-Luc Fortin. Anthony Bowles. Josh Flagler. Harold Perry. Donnie Alexander. Anthony Perry. Alex Manor. Ben LaValle. Corey Goodrow. Kelby Gregory. Ryan Busher. Jeremy Snides. Nick LaValle. Brian Harris. Tyler LaValle. The modified baseball team.
As most of the coaches have stated, all right, it was truly an enjoyable season. What a fine group of young men I had this year on the JV level. It was a little scary at first week of tryouts. We had a total of 6 people. After I raided a few tennis practices, all right, we found enough to finally field the team. And after a few weeks, we had 15. So we went from extreme to the boys' JV baseball team never quit. They ended up with 4 wins on the season. They played hard, they played well, and it was just great to be around. I'd like to thank them for a fine season. I would also like to tell them to play baseball this summer. The more you play, the better we're going to be. I'd like to thank Coach Sam Lively for helping me on first base. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Kovalowski and also the boys varsity. You had a great season, great job. Thank you.
JV baseball players, Alan Grasser, Tyler Grasser, Benjamin Boyer, Zach Murray, Ben Fiveson, Jonathan Euro, John Hicks, Dylan Ladley, Zach Ladley, Mitchell Rao, Bradley Peppershoot, Tom Page, Anthony Carmen, Andrew McDonald, Jared Tatro, and scorekeepers, Lindsay Manor, Allie Green. JV baseball.
Bobcat baseball finished the regular season at 9-3. One game behind Ticonderoga, who has the best record in both states. Beat Osable Valley, one of the league's best pitchers, in the sectional semifinals. After beating Ticonderoga on their own turf, we were going to face them again in the Class C championship. And as the team would say, going to ship. First 5 innings, the ship was smooth sailing. Then a small typhoon hit. The ship began to rock, and we sunk the ship with sub sea level. The ride came to an end. Personally for me, the ride was very enjoyable. We had a nice mix of experience and first-year players. Noteworthy first-year player would be Travis Love, who got some big hits for us in the sectionals with some very quality pitching. Our top 5 hitters carried most of the offensive load. Donnie Laporte led us in hitting at 417. Jimmy Burnell, 341. Dan Myers, 318, 14 ribbies. Jeremy Scott, 310. TJ Burnell hit 300 during the regular season. Jeremy Scott, who still owns me in uniform, by the way, Jimmy Brunel and Doug Alexander pitched most of our innings extremely well, I might add. The combined earned run average was a very low 1.66. The only time we gave up any substantial runs was when we bunched together some errors. Special congrats go to all CBAC middle infielder Donnie Laporte, Division II All-Star pitcher Jeremy Scott, Division II All-Star outfielder Jimmy Brunel, honorable mention Dan Myers, TJ Brunel. Thanks go to Mr. LaBarge, Mr. Lashway for helping me during sectional play, Mr. Rett, Larry Blair, and Johnny Gage for keeping our field as nice as possible under extremely crappy conditions. Special thanks to our fans who supported us, and especially for the parents for the traveling, fast food on the road, the microwave meals, and other sacrifices that they have made. Gentlemen and future ball players, wherever you may be, play some ball. Get bigger, stronger, and faster, and then, and only then, may you have a good summer.
Doug Alexander. James Brunel. PJ Brunel. Nick Trombley. Stuart Mitchell. Scott Matthews. Travis Lodge. Trevor Blondo. Kyle Brasser. Jeremy Scott. Dan Myers. Matthew Lawrence. Donnie Laporte. Ryan Dowd. Scorekeeper Ashley Snyde. Ball attendant Joe Green. Varsity baseball team. Should the track team please come forward and the coach Dave Parker.
Working? I do have a voice, so I can use that. But God forbid this microphone start working. You're working now? Oh, it's good. We got it going now, do we? Okay. After finishing this program, you all feel like you probably run a marathon. That was a joke, track joke. Come on. Who's me? All right. I have to say we had a lot of fun. And Mr. Kopenauer has assured me that he has the list of all the track team members memorized in order. Alphabetically. Okay. We have a team of one. Come on, another joke. No, no. I gotta explain myself here. Okay. I have to express thanks to Mr. Kopenauer, Mr. Abadou, the school board for supporting us in this endeavor. I also have to thank Kathy Champagne, who is the coach of the Seton Catholic Central School, and Gary Ryan, who is also the athletic director of Seton Catholic, because they allowed us to piggyback off their dual meets this year. Understand that this track overlaps 2 seasons. This is indoor track and outdoor track. And I also have to thank all the Section 7 track and field coaches for all the help they give me this year. As I stated in the beginning, we had a lot of fun. Just to make it brief, to give you a synopsis of the season. Stacy ran middle distance and indoor, which was the 600, the 300, and the long jump. She ended up in 8th place in Section 7 championships in the 600 meter. and 8th place in Section 7 championships in the long jump. In outdoor, she decided she wanted to switch to sprints, which was new for her, but she did quite well and was very impressive. And in the Section 7 championships, she ended up in 5th place out of 35 girls in that Section 7 championship. With a personal best of 15 feet 1.5 inches. And understand that the young lady who went to states jumped only 3 inches further than she did. So it's quite an accomplishment. So today, Stacy will be receiving a service bar for her 2nd year in indoor track and a varsity letter for her 1st year in outdoor track. And also, I'm going to ask Mr. Revenue to make an award and ask Mr. Coconut to read this with an explanation. Every night, every week, when Stacy and I go home from a track meet, we kind of joke, well, who's the most valuable player today? You know? Or we'll say, well, who's most improved today? Well, it's, you know, one person on the team. Well, it's going to be Stacy. And every week she was pushing for a personal best. I have to say that it's been a real joy and a privilege to work with her and to see her work hard. And I want to thank her for that. So with that, I'll ask Mr. Coconut if you will read this, and I'll ask Mr. Revenue to make a presentation.
I have to bring my list of members of the track team with me. Northern Adirondack track. Stacy Hartford. The plaque reads Stacy Hartford, NAC Indoor Outdoor Track and Field 2004-2005. Most valuable player, team captain, most improved.
Okay, at this time, this is the time in the program that Mrs. Bilo and I hold our breath, because we would like all the seniors who finished a sports season during their senior year to come forward, and we'd like to make presentations to our seniors. We have senior plaques that say Bobcat Senior Athletic Award. We will be calling them out by name with the sports that they finished in, and hopefully if we made any mistakes, we'll be able to clear them up until we leave here tonight. I'd like to thank you all for your patience. Had I known that our 3 JV girls soccer coaches were all going to speak, we probably would have started at 2 o'clock. Had I known that Carissa Demers was not going to bring her crutches, we would have started at 1:30. But I do appreciate your patience, and thank you very much for that. And I also want a final round of applause for our seniors. They have provided us. Jay Bertrand, soccer and basketball. Michelle Williams, soccer, cheering, and softball. Justin Burnell, wrestling. Josh Barr, soccer, basketball. Carissa Demers, soccer and cheering. Ryan Dowd, soccer and baseball. Antonio Garrison, wrestling and tennis. Shepard, soccer, volleyball, and softball. Johnny Laporte, soccer, basketball, baseball. Jamie Miley LeClaire, soccer, volleyball, softball. Miranda LeFay, basketball. Nathan LaValle, wrestling. Matt Lawrence, soccer and baseball. Devin LeClaire, wrestling. Carol Millard, volleyball. Danielle McCarty, basketball. Jenna McNeil, basketball, softball. Alex Miller, soccer. Soccer, volleyball, softball. Chris Myers, soccer, basketball, baseball. Volleyball. Miley Brown, cheering. Jeremy Scott, soccer, basketball, baseball. Chrissy Shepard, soccer, volleyball, softball. Casey Scott, soccer, volleyball, tennis. Ryan Petro, soccer. Rachel Thompson, basketball. Haley Trombley, soccer, volleyball, softball. Andy Barron, wrestling.
A senior volleyball athlete.
Marissa moves. Guys, don't come and get out.
Sorry. Almost ran over.
At this point, I'd like to express my personal appreciation to the members of our coaching staff. I wish to thank them for the many hours they've devoted to teaching you the important skills that make for successful teams. To thank them for all their extra concerns and the special interest which they have shown you, our young athletes. Please join me in a round of applause to show our appreciation to the coaches. In closing, I wish to personally commend each athlete for your achievement this year. On behalf of the Board of Education, our faculty and staff, I extend the most sincere congratulations. Our award ceremony is now concluded. Thank you for attending. As you exit, remember that our guests should eat first, followed by the senior.